The Count of Monte Cristo, Volume 1, by Alexandre Dumas. Narrated by Sam Cousy. Marseille, the arrival. On the 24th of February 1815, the lookout at Notre Dame de la Garde signalled the three-master, the Pharaoh of Smyrna, Trieste and Naples. As usual, a pilot put off immediately and, rounding the Chateau d'If, got on board the vessel between Cap Morjou and Rion Island. Immediately and according to custom, the ramparts of Fort Saint-Jean were covered with spectators. It is always an event at Marseille for a ship to come into port, especially when this ship, like the Pharaoh, has been built, rigged and laden at the old Fosse docks, and belongs to an owner of the city. The ship drew on and had safely passed the strait, which some volcanic shock has made between the Calazarene and Jarous Islands, had doubled Pomègue, and approached the harbour under topsails, jib and spanker, but so slowly and sedately that the idlers, with that instinct which is the forerunner of evil, ask one another what misfortune could have happened on board. However, those experienced in navigation saw plainly that if any accident had occurred, it was not to the vessel herself, for she bore down with all the evidence of being skilfully handled, the anchor a cockbill, the jib-boom guys already eased off, and standing by the side of the pilot, who was steering the Pharaoh towards the narrow entrance of the inner port, was a young man who, with activity and vigilant eye, watched every motion of the ship, and repeated each direction of the pilot. The vague disquietude which prevailed among the spectators had so much affected one of the crowd that he did not await the arrival of the vessel in harbour, but, jumping into a small skiff, desired to be pulled alongside the Pharaoh, which he reached as she rounded into La Réserve Bazin. When the young man on board saw this person approach, he left his station by the pilot, and, hat in hand, leaned over the ship's bulwarks. He was a fine, tall, slim young fellow of 18 or 20, with black eyes and hair as dark as a raven's wing, and his whole appearance bespoke that calmness and resolution peculiar to men accustomed from their cradle to contend with danger.
Ah! Sample complete. Ready to continue?